All right, so this video is going to be about my creative process, and why does that matter to you? Well, I read 2 to 3 books a week, and I write every day, and I make YouTube videos. So yeah, my opinion's really valid. No, I'm just going to talk about what works for me getting creative, and maybe you can try it out for yourself. It works really consistently though. So I'm going to talk about my routine and what gets me into the creative mind to create these videos. And just to give you some background, the way I make a lot of my best videos, at least, some of them are spontaneous, but my best videos come out of I will write them and then say them. So just so you understand what I mean by getting creative, that's what happens. So, first things first, I usually go to bed at around 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Latest, very latest, 10 p.m. If I get to bed past 9:30, I'm probably going to be tired. So that's what happens at night. But let's fast forward to the morning, what you actually care about. In the morning, the first thing I do every single morning, 5 days of the week, I work out. And whatever you fill the first 30 minutes to hour of your day with really heavily dictates how your brain's going to work for the rest of the day. So, for instance, on the days that I work out, my brain feels absolutely dialed for the rest of the day, and especially the morning. I'm very, very creative in the morning. So it's crucial for me to fill that initial 1 hour with something good. And that for me is the gym. So realistically what it looks like is the alarm goes off at 4:50 or 5 a.m. And then I immediately get up, brush my teeth, and my family and we all go to the gym at the same time. We're out by 5 a.m. And then, we're out of the door by 5:05. So we all usually leave about 5 to 10 minutes after waking up. And that as an aside is crucial because the longer you sit and sulk in the tired feeling, the more it consumes you and perpetuates itself, makes it worse. So for me, that's pretty key. I got to get up immediately and I got to do something. For me, that's the gym. And the physical exertion clears my mind in such a profound way. It primes my body so that my mind is ready for work. So, the gym, I'm usually there for 45 minutes on average. And I come back, and at this point, I haven't had any coffee. So I don't have coffee immediately after waking up. You've got to let your body release those tired chemicals, and then you can bring in the caffeine. That's at least what Huberman said. But the way caffeine works is, I think it's serotonin. Or no, melatonin. I'm stupid. Melatonin attaches to its receptor. This is getting a little sciencey, so if this is above your head, then I'm sorry. But it's pretty simple. Basically, caffeine attaches to the melatonin receptor. It's like a parking spot. And what happens is the caffeine blocks the melatonin. However, the melatonin builds up. So once the caffeine gets out of that parking spot, the melatonin is flooding in. That's why you get a crash with caffeine. Long story short, I don't drink caffeine until I've been awake for an hour. That's my standard. It's not that hard. You can walk around for an hour, do something. However, when I come back from the workout and drink that first cup of coffee, what happens in my brain is substantial. It is psychedelic. It is definitely a nootropic effect. But I can produce some insane work. And now that school has started again, I think, wow, dude, I want that morning time slot free long term. In any workspace I'm in, that I could work from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. every single day. I could easily do that uninterrupted, completely productive. It is bonkers how my brain works in that time slot with this exact routine. I cannot. I mean, I'm getting fired up thinking about it. I live for this feeling that I get via this protocol. So when I'm sitting there, and again, I'm not even at the point. I'm not even at the point of this video. The point of this video is what I do while I'm drinking the coffee. Can you guess? I read. So while I'm reading books, I don't like to get straight into the work. I can do that. If I have to do that, I will. And work for me is, I have a fitness coaching business, so a lot of the work is designing programs and doing that kind of stuff, which reminds me I've actually got to do that right after this video. But just blanked because I got to make fucking workouts and I forgot. Anyhow, that's what work is for me. It's making programs, planning calls, whatever. So I don't like to get straight into what's quote unquote work. I like to start with the book. So the whole point of this video is how much books help me get into a creative mind. It opens up my creative mind. So I'll usually read I can easily read for an hour. And if I do that, yes, what I'm reading influences the way my brain thinks. So if I want to strategically make a video about a certain thing, cool, I'll read a book about that certain thing. If I want to make a video on neuroscience, I'll read a book based on neuroscience. If I want to make a book about something discipline or self-help wise, I'll read a book similar to that. You get the point. And it's not that I need to do that. Sometimes I'll read a book that's not correlated, but reading a book just primes my brain. Oh my gosh, man. It helps loosen up my intellectual brain, you know? I don't overthink things once I've read the book. I've checked that box for the day. I got my brain flowing. It's like the workout got my body primed and my mind in a way, but the book is that extra little that I need to get creative and let my thoughts flow. So from then on, I'm off to the races, bro. If you pair this with skipping breakfast, so you can have your caffeine, your black coffee, whatever, but if you're in a fasted state, it's so real. I made a video about this the other day. I had the most energetic day I've ever had in my life because I skipped dinner and then I skipped breakfast as well. So I basically fasted 24 hours. But that morning, bro, oh my God, it was go, 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 go. Just got so much shit done. So this video really turned into what the entire routine is. I don't think it's an outrageous. I think it's a slow routine. The biggest thing, these things build on each other. What might be a lot to someone, I just slowly add things. For you, working out in the morning might be a lot, and that's perfectly normal because some people don't even work out at all. So moving your workout to the morning might be a big step, which is fine. No judgment. Slowly build these things, but I mean, the workout's like clockwork at this point, bro. So I'm adding shit to include reading and writing. And this is how I produce what I produce. Yes, some of my videos I'm really emphasizing done being better than perfect. So what I mean by that is if it's gotten to the end of the day and I haven't uploaded, yeah, I'm going to film something and upload it regardless of how perfect it is. And I kind of find beauty in that. But I have produced some really great videos. I'm really, really proud of where the channel has come. And I'm still working on how I can optimize my routine. And yes, routine is a jargony, overused word, oversaturated, but it is a routine, bro. We're humans. We function really, really well on habit. So this is what I do. This habit's gotten me a lot of stuff, and it's going to get me more stuff. This channel is going to have 100,000 subscribers. I don't know when. It's going to get there, so if you want to just subscribe, just do that already. I post valuable stuff, I promise. Bye-bye.